6 April, Thursday, MAO with Kel with the TA side. Let's discuss today's market with the TWB indicator, shall we? Let's go. Now, I got a very interesting trick to share with you today. Now, this is my 5% retracement chart, right? You can see very clearly. All right. I want to show something very neat today, very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at here. Okay, so we know that for the Dow Jones, the 95% mark, okay, is 35,105. The 90% mark is 33,258. So between the both of them, you get 34,181, right? Okay. Now, I want to do something very interesting. Take a look here. All right, we take a calculator out first, okay? And then we will clear up my screen, okay? So you take 34,181 plus 33,258. Okay, so I take in those two numbers now, add them together, and I divided it by 2. And voila, 33,719. Hey, this number very familiar, right? Okay, let's just take a look now. If I put a line, okay, and then I just make a different color, just to show to you the significance of it. Okay, and 33,719, right? Okay, and I press OK. Oh my God, take a look. This is insane. Look at the high recently. It's perfect. That means that we can actually calculate the next resistance using numbers from 34,181 to 33,258. I get this number now, 33,719, and that was an absolute high of the market recently. Oh gosh, this is really insane, right, guys? This is really incredible. So that's the thing here. So which means that now the Dow can either go back up to 33,719 in the near term, or it will come back down to 33,258. And of course, if this is to continue, if the market breaks that, then the next level it should be going over here. This is something that we have actually played around with it. Yeah, this is quite cool, right? Don't you think so? Yeah, indeed, quite cool, right? Okay, because the thing is this, we did it before. The 31,410 and this number 33,258, the midpoint is actually here, 32,335. So between the two numbers, 33,258 and 32,335, we get this number 32,796. And of course, you can see that it happened before, that the market resisted it recently, and then once it breaks above it, bang, that's where the market went. Incredible, guys. This is really insane because every block here itself is about 500 points. So which means that as long as you were actually to do this calculation, you can make do with 500 points gain every time. You know where the resistance is, you know where support is, and can make 500 points. That's a lot of money because that's $500 US per contract. Yeah, cool. Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this. All right. So you put it back to gold. All right. Let's take a look at gold right now. You can see that. Wow. Very incredible. Now, gold, we had done it recently, and I was sharing with you guys that gold, okay, the gold, the in-between number for gold, well, let me just show to you. Okay, 2074 to 1971, the midpoint is 2022. Remember that? And what do we see? Voila, the market really couldn't go past 2022 recently. And because of that right now, by right, if we actually do the split up again, between 2022 to 1971, the next number is 1996. So which means that if gold is a pullback, gold should be coming down to 1996. But of course, if gold stays above 1996, then of course it will go back up to somewhere in the middle. So from 2074 to 2022, let's just do a quick number on this right now. Pretty fun, yeah? Okay, 2074 plus 2022 equals, divide by 2, you get a number 2048. And that number is very interesting because that number is a technical level for us. That means that, oops, sorry. Okay, there's a top so. Okay, 2048. Yeah, I think I was correct. 28, right? Let me just double check the number. Here we go, correct. Okay. Ta-da! So which means that now we have numbers for us to play around with it. So the next target, the goal, if it stays above 2022, we can see going up all the way to 2048. Let's watch this, all right? This is going to be fun. Okay, we're done with that. Let's look at the chart and market right now. Let's take a look. Oops, okay, let me just clear my screen a little bit. Here we go. All right, beautiful. Okay, let me just get myself all ready. Okay, so for the Dow Jones today, we have a doji directional day on the chart. That means that the market, okay, the market should be directional. Above OP, it will be a buy. Below OP, it will be a sell. The OP today, OP is opening price is at 33,467. Okay. Now, because tomorrow is very Good Friday, I suspect that the market will be a bit sluggish today. Yeah? Although we have some numbers coming up, and we have this non-farm payroll tomorrow. But the thing is this, I think the market will really go light for today. Now, the upside today can be all the way to 33,606 because that is the nearest chocolate bar and it's a fresh chocolate bar. And the thing is this, based on the chart right now, we can see that it's supported by MLP 33,473. So as long as market stays above MLP, it should test the pivot 2, which is 33,516. Now earlier it did test and it got rejected. So we see whether will there be another push later on. We'll take a look at. Now for my indicator, both KSI and KCX are all bullish. So that means that you do expect some buying at the bottom as the price goes down. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones. Let's look at the NASDAQ, shall we? Now, NASDAQ continue to fall today, but it's pulled back quite a fair bit already. Now, by right, the NASDAQ should be going down to 12,847 because that is a fresh chocolate bar, which I suspect that maybe later today or Monday that the pullback will come down to this point. Now, in terms of chart-wise itself, right, we do have a CCYR on the day chart, so which means that the market is a CCYR, meaning it's a color change from yellow to red. So the opening price is between the two pivots. So suspect that it will go down, which it did. 12,847 is the nearest chocolate bar, and the KSI is red, but the KCX is blank, so it's pretty bullish. So we have two sides of it, one bull, one bear. So the market will likely be sideways. After selling, there'll be buying. After some buying, there'll be some selling, unless the Dow can, the NASDAQ can, unless the DAX, unless the NASDAQ cross 12,974. If not, it's out, right? We expect the NASDAQ to be here for a while, okay? But of course, if the NASDAQ cross 12,974, we can see going to the MLP, and that's 13,040, okay? All right, let's look at the S&P 500 right now. Now, S&P 500 has rebounded as of now. You can see where it's going. Well, by right, you can see that it's moving upwards now. It's going towards the 4106 chocolate bar. Now, for today, the NASDAQ, let's take a look. Okay, the NASDAQ now is trading slightly below pivot 1, 4092. So if the market S&P do break 4092, we should see some upside. Probably the upside could be as high as 4126. Now, the KSI is green and no KCX, so both bullish. So the market would prefer to buy. So anything above the OP right now is a buy, and now we're up by about 5 points from the opening price. Yeah. Okay, next one, we will look at the China's over. Let's look at the indices like Nikkei. Now, Nikkei today was brilliant. It opens and went down to the KCB, 27,464. But once it reached there, it couldn't go anywhere. It recovered, and now it's recovering back. So all my KCB are targets that the market can go. But once it hit the number, usually there will be some artificial support or resistance in this case. Yeah. So for the Nikkei right now, you can take a look at the chart. It basically touches the pivot 1, 27,684, and pull back all the way and came down to 27,646. Sorry, 27,464, sorry, my bad, and then rebounded. Now, MA200 is slightly below that, so I suspect that is one of the reason. And of course, the MA30 now is the one that leading the sell-off, right? Now, KSI is red, KCX is there, so that's why the market will prefer to sell than buy today. So that is why not every time, even though the NASDAQ, S&P, and the Dow Jones is positive, we can have Asia stocks or indices like Nikkei can be down, yeah? Now, this is the DAX. DAX today was pretty strong. Now, it opens by gapping down, and now it's trying to go back up to 15,626. We're not too far away, about 20 points away, and that should be able to motivate the market to test 15,626, so it's very nearby. Now, for the DAX today, right, we can see today why DAX is strong, because DAX today opening price is actually slightly below the pivot 1, and pivot 1 itself is 15,544. So once the market goes above 544, it will be a buy, and you can see that the NASDAQ, the DAX is pushing up because above OP, above pivot 1 is always a strong buy, and if KSI is green and no KCX bullish, that's why you can see that the DAX is going up. So all this is pretty simple. As long as you follow the rules and everything's all aligned, right, you can really make money from the market. This is really incredible. Now for FTSE, you can see the same thing happening. Now FTSE, most likely, as you see on the chart, is going to test 7,745. Okay, 7745. Now we're 7712. We are not too far away. Now for the FTSE, as you can see on the screen right now, today there's no pivot. No pivot means that you have to follow the OP. As long as the market stays above OP, it will be a buy. And you can see now it's pushing up very close to 7745. Now, both KSI and KCX are all bullish. That's why that gives a stronger buy on FTSE itself. So you can see that even though there's no pivot, as long as you follow the OP rule and you look at the indicators, you will know what to do every single day. Pretty cool, right? Very simple. Okay, we're done the indices. Let's look at crude oil. Now, a lot of people have been asking about crude oil, and I can tell you upfront here, guys, this is very simple. The crude oil gap up is not based on any event like a war. It's not due to some assassination or any terrorist attack. This is because of demand supply. So the thing is this, very clear now, you can see that as long as the crude oil stays above $79 itself, it stays above it, everything's fine. But once the market goes below $79, then there's a very good chance the market may cover back all the way to 76 level, okay? So the thing is this, will there be a chance of covering back, right? I don't think so, because if the OPEC Plus look to cut, means that they know that they can absorb this. So the thing is, of course, if the price goes higher, it's always beneficial to them, right? Anyway, so the upside can be as high, I can't really see numbers right now. Let me just double check the numbers. 80.89. All right, 80.89 will be the first target, right? That means about 50 cents to 60 cents away. All right, if it goes up, it's up 80.89. Now for crude oil, you can see that it's basically hovering at the 80.35 pivot 2 level. So which means that if the market can stay up, we can see all the way to 82.82 today. But there's a few KCB as mentioned, so that will act as a resistance. But KSI is green, no KCX, so it's very bullish for this particular commodity. Yeah, so take note of that. Okay, I'm done with that. Let's look at the currency market. Let's look at pound right now. Wow, pound today, after yesterday's pullback, by right, okay, by right, it should be going downwards. It's a black candle, should come back down to 1.24. But if we stay upright, that 1.25 could be the next target. Now for pound, as you can see today, the opening price is below the pivot 2. So as long as pound stays below OP, then it should be fine. The downside should be able to reach about 1.24. KSI is green and no KCX means that the market is bullish. So staying long will be a better choice unless the market goes below opening price. Let's look at euro right now. Wow, euro yesterday pulled back too and basically covered the white candle. So for today, as long as it stays up, it should be going back to 1.0947. But on the same notation today, the opening price is below pivot 2. So by right, below OP, below pivot 2 will be a sell. So it'll be a conflict interest over here. KSI is green, but KCX is also bullish. So everything is bull. So by right for euro today, as long as it stays above OP, you can buy. But once it go below OP, take a short position because so many people selling and the rule call for sell. Who knows? The market may go down a bit more. Yeah, you never know. Okay. All right. Last one will be the dollar yen. Let's take a look at the dollar yen for our currency. Now, dollar yen today, based on the candlestick, it should be going back up to 131.69. All right, that is the first chocolate bar. And based on what we saw in the TWB chart, it has already did a CCYR recently, and the low was perfect. It hit 130.65 perfectly, and we rebounded. So what do you expect to see? Now, by right, of course, everything goes well. I mean, this particular big save it, but still we have to watch out for the MLP. 131.499 is MLP. If the market cannot go above it, then there will be some selling again. Now do note the KSI is red and the blue bars is there, so it's pretty bearish. So do expect the dollar yen to trade down further, all right, before we see a U-turn point. All right. Okay, so that is the dollar yen. I'm done with the currency too. Let's look at the important, which is the gold and silver. Now let's look at gold. Now gold by right, if it stays down today, we can see gold coming down to 1984. But if it stays strong above the OP, like right now 2020, then there is a possibility that it may actually go for a higher level. Now, it doesn't matter to us, we can update you, but of course, if you are the king, you may feel unright, but you must understand that everything happened for a reason. So now the thing is this, you can see now the two doji slipping now right at the pivot 2 for today. So once the pivot market loses a pivot, there will be some selling, and that's why you saw when when gold broke below 2018, gold slammed down all the way to 2007. Wow, that's a lot, yeah. So let me show you the 5-minute chart so you can see the impact of this, yeah. Okay, there's some technical issue right now. Cannot draw out the 5-minute. Okay. All right, you can see that the gold basically was ding-donging. Once it breaks below 2018, wow, look at the selling all the way to 2007. And when it recovers right now, right, you can see it's hovering quite a fair bit here before now moving on. So all I can say is this, guys, as long as you follow the rules, you should be able to make some decent money from the market. Yep. Okay, we're done with gold. So the gold upside itself, I already mentioned to you. If I didn't, I apologize on that. So for gold, the upside can be as good as back to 2031. Anything higher than that itself, right, it will be 2048 area, yeah? All right, so watch out for the double doji, which is very possible. Now for silver, guys, I've been telling you silver is a buy. Every pullback is a buy. You can see every time it's a black candle, it's a white candle next, a black candle, white candle next, a black candle, big white candle next. So which means that next time if the market do come off a little bit, look out for the black candle, because next day you could become pretty rich for the white candle. Now for the silver, well, other than we have done much for teach you right now, it's the next level all you care right now. So the next level can be as high as this $25.17. KSI is red, KCI is blank, so it is a perfect cocktail for the buying side, yeah. But of course, if the market stays below pivot 2, then the selling will just have to be cut. All right, so that is gold for all of you. Nothing much to say. And let's look at the other market, which is the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, so let's look at Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin basically tried to go past 28,600, but it failed. Just today rain. So we're gonna look at it. Market coming down right now to 27,568. And based on the TWB chart, it's actually now trading below pivot 2. So by right, it's a sell. So you don't expect much of it unless you go down all the way to meet 27,423. And after that, explain and see whether can this thing be lifted off. Yeah. Okay, so that is the Bitcoin. And the last but not least is Ethereum. Come on, guys, Ethereum, last one. Now, Ethereum, same thing. It got a very significant jump 2 days ago. And I mentioned that it will go higher. All right, so now Ethereum has went all the way to 1945. That's a big run. And so now the thing is this, it's time to pay back. So if they say any goes strong, then it's that the next pack can grow. All right, so I'm going to find. And the thing is this for Ethereum now is a reverse course. It's break below pivot 2. So below pivot 2, below OP is always a sell. So how low can this go? Well, it can go all the way to 1782. 1782, where is it? Let's show it to you. 1782 is somewhere around here. I think so, around here. And it will go there, and then we will see things will happen. So in this case right now, if Ethereum really fall, we can expect that 1779 will be, reserved, and we see how it goes on down there. Yep. Okay, that'll be all for today. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you make some money from the market. This is Cal signing off. Bye-bye.